My friend, I've got some news for you today. With the 1.3 patch, there were 2 new Confidants as well as 2 new weapons that came out. And I want to give you the information all in one video instead of bleeding this into 2 to help you understand who you should prioritize and which weapon is good for what scenarios so that you know how to use your limited resources. And before we start, a big shout out to Jeff. Dropped me a super chat during the live stream yesterday to pick up this amazing outfit because I was kind of drooling over it. It's a little bit rainy, but it maybe fits the mood of this rocker outfit. Love this thing, so thank you very much, sir. And with that, like and sub, and let's just get right into the information. So if we first start with our new Confidants, by the way, if you don't want to see anything on a Confidant screen, spoiler warning. But if we come in here, you're going to have 2. So one is Kyo over here, and the other one will be Yumi. Let's talk about Kyo first. So Kyo is decent. He will actually give you certain books as rewards, and the books can be good, one, because you're not having to pay for them. And then 2, like some of the other books, they give you benefits. So for example, quick relaxation methods, if I'm not mistaken, increases the amount of points you get when you sit in the bath. Sit in the bath, that sounds so weird. When you go to the bathhouse. And then Angel of Healing will give you additional money when you work at the pharmacy. And these other books down here, same thing, they're going to give you extra benefits. So they're nice to haves, in my opinion. But as far as rankings go for Confidants, I don't think his rank absurdly high. I would just get them as you can. Because in comparison to him, the much better is is Yumi. So Yumi, I have to stand corrected because on my original social link guide from Korea, the thing I said was that I wasn't really a big fan of drinks, but I wasn't considering the fact that she has a drink that allows you to refill some action points every single day. So I'm going to show you how this works. I'm actually going to go get the things while I'm in this video so you know exactly what to do. But you need to get up to rank 5 to unlock this recipe, so prioritize that. And then at rank 9, you can buy 2 of these awesome teas. You get the first one already, it's kind of open right away. And so you definitely, as quick as you can, want to get to rank 9 because this is a limited quantity material for you to buy each week. Then at 17, she gets a 50% chance to make a second drink. So this is a one that's really worth it to get all the way up. And I believe it's maybe Shun that can refund potentially some materials when you cook. So all said, once you're fully ranked up, you can get a few of these drinks that can give you 2 to 3 action points depending on the quality of the drink you make. And what I mean, if you don't know what the action points are, it's for your cityscape stuff. And over here, this is your default, 2 points. And then if you get a superb, you get the special one, which gives you 3 points. So, the more you make these drinks, the better that you produce them. If you're getting refunds plus the 50%, you can get a few of these each week. But let's show you quickly how to go about doing this. This won't take long at all. But you want to head over into Shinjuku, and it's going to be the store on the side over here. So every single week, make sure, even if you haven't unlocked it, the full recipe, that you're coming over here and picking up the material because it's a weekly item and you don't want to, kind of miss out over here. So we're going to come over to the store. I'm going to show it to you. It's this awesome tea. So you need that and you need, I'm not sure if it's sold in this store or the other one, but you need some milk. But let's buy this. I haven't done it yet. And then I can go into my house. So we'll go over to cooking and it's really straightforward. You're going to want to make this every week. Somebody had asked, should they wait until rank 17? I don't know. I mean, technically you could potentially get more by doing that, but that's a long ways away. So I'm not going to wait. I'm going to make this right now. But here's the other material. This one you can just buy at the supermarket. It doesn't have a weekly restriction. And so I'm going to make this and we'll cook it. I'm going to skip the animation because I don't think y'all need to see that. And there we go. So I've got a regular version and that's going to give me 2 of the points for the city should I use it. So here it is right here. So I would definitely prioritize her, get her built up to at least rank 9 so you can get 2 of those special items from the supermarket every week. And again, of the 2, this is the one I would focus down if I were you. And you can kind of see I'm already trying to push mine up. I'm trying to get to that level 9 mark before next week. So I'd recommend the same for you if you have the points to do so. But that's it for the Confidants. Let's talk about the 2 new weapons that came out, and I'm going to tell you what they're good for. So in the exchange, you now have this Land of Fortune, and it's these little music note joy metal things. For now, we're getting these from the event that just came out, so make sure you clear out the event, get all the rewards. When you do, you're going to have enough for one of the two. Now you can probably tell which one I picked because one of them is not on the screen. There's the Arc Knife and there's Glimmer. So what are these for? Glimmer is an amazing dagger that you want for your blessed teams. So this is kind of your best in slot on Wonder for things like the Summer Closer, who comes out hopefully in the not too distant future. And later on for Violet. So this is the dagger, if you watched my other video, that you saw me have on Violet. And this is meant to increase your blessed damage, and it's going to be your best in slot for any of your blessed teams. Outside of blessed teams, you would not use this particular dagger. The Arc Dagger, on the other hand, oh, it's sold out. I have to go to my actual character sheet. Hold on. But the Arc Knife is mainly useful for single target teams. A lot of people associate this only with Queen, but you can use it on single target teams just in general. So what this does here, and this is at the base values, increase attack for Wonder, and then it also gives them additional attack when hitting people with elemental ailment. That's fine for Wonder, but that's not what we're really using this for. When attacking a foe, decrease the target's defense by 4.5% for 2 turns. Increase this effect for each target's elemental ailments up to 4. So you basically multiply this by 4 times. And if you get this all the way built out, which you can with those joy medals over time, it becomes a 9% times 4. So a really potent defense debuff. That said, you do have to hit them with an attack. It doesn't count if you do like a Raccoonda. I was testing this earlier just to make sure. So a great example would be if you're using, a Queen team today, you might go in there and hit them with Janosek on his skill 1 to apply the mark, and then this would trigger. So that's like a common way to use this, for example. But as good as this is for the Queen team, because obviously she is running off of as many elemental ailments as possible, you're not restricted there. The big thing to understand is a lot of your single target teams, for example, Yui, still want elemental ailments. On Yui, I typically will have Shock because Shock enables her kit. And then oftentimes I'll get a Winded in there. So if I'm, running, say, Norn, and I'm getting that winded effect from getting hit, or if I'm just applying it via a wind skill, it's a great way to get it. That's 2 elemental ailments right there. There might still be teams that you run Vino on. Vino's still going to give you those elemental ailments. So either way, you're still applying these different elemental ailments. And so on your single target teams, especially considering the daggers that we have today, it is a very strong contender, and I would say it's your best in slot as of right now. So from my perspective, because I do have a couple single target units and I'm heavily focused on Queen, although I only have her at A0, I would say your Arc Knife is the one to go for. Now, if you want to save those limited coins because you are a big Summer Closer fan and you want to wait and pull for her, absolutely fine. But just know that these are a limited resource. These aren't something that you can just farm out endlessly. And so do make your choice with care. Over the long haul, you'll eventually be able to clear this out. I have many of these weapons maxed out on my KR account, and that's without even going super hardcore. And so over time, I'm going to come in here and max out this Arc Knife probably first, and then I'm going to focus on Glimmer closer to when Violet comes out, because this is, again, a best in slot for her. But that's how I would prioritize it. If you're heavy single target damage, if you pulled Queen, get yourself an Arc Knife. If you are prepping for Summer Closer, then the Glimmer is fine, or there's nothing wrong with holding these coins for now. We're going to get a pretty decent weapon with Palace 3 that can help any team just based on whatever persona you put in your first slot, that element that they carry. Now, is it best in slot for every team? Absolutely not, but it's all around a great weapon. So you can sit back and not make a decision today. You can wait on this. But if you pulled Queen, I would pretty much strongly recommend you go for Arc Knife. It's also, again, great for like your Yui team, anything that's single target damage where you can throw some elements on an enemy. But that's it, just those 2 different things. So super fast recap, go for Yumi, Phoebe, whatever her name is. Get her leveled up for the drinks. That way you get to level 9, you can buy the 2 limited weekly items. Make sure you get over there every single week. Even if you're just stockpiling them, just get those extras. And then for the weapon, Arc Knife for your single target, particularly good with Queen. Glimmer is your bless DPS for like a Summer Closer or a Violet later down the road. That's it, my friends. Like and sub on the way out if you wouldn't mind, so it helps this channel grow and get to more people. And until our next video or live stream, please take care of yourselves.